What's up, everybody? It's Everything Trap back at it again. Now, I just want to talk about Abby Steiner, the rise and fall of Abby Steiner. Now, Abby Steiner, as we all know, is a 200-meter specialist, but she also runs the 100 as well. And I do not want to talk about why she is only rolled. I want to talk about what happened from the beginning to now. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual. But I gotta find out why Abby Steiner has been getting stepped on post-collegiately, and why I think it's probably time for her to retire or to switch coaches, or maybe she's not into the track and field. What can I say? Hall of Fame status as we thought she would be, like the Sha'Carri and the Noah Lyles and the Gabby Thomas and the Sydney McLaughlin. And I said this from the beginning: you overhyped her like this girl right here. Now I don't want to go on the full stretch, but this person right here, Caitlin Clark, has been overhyped. She has not been, actually, in fact, I'm not going to go into full details about this, but she has been breaking a couple franchise records, but so has her. And in fact, if you look at the Angel Reset's WNBA record with 10th straight double-double. So we need to figure out why is she Angel Reese reminds me of her. Why does she remind me of her? Because one mishap back in 2021 made her look really bad on social media, or I should say a certain group of people had tried to get on Sha'Carri Richardson for that, the same way they tried to get on Angel Reese for the "You Can't See Me," even though Caitlin Clark does way worse things that's also caught on video. Now, the thing about Abby Steiner is not that. This is why Abby Steiner has been getting flack from me for the past 2 years. And I'm finna show you all this right here. And you all let me know if this makes any sense. And I saw somebody say it goes off what they did in college. Well, if that's the case, whoever gave her that deal is an idiot. So, in the wake of her stellar June, a report, this is from 2022, by the way, when she left college. On Twitter, a report emerged Monday on Twitter from Sacramento State track coach Kenny McDowell, claiming that Steiner had signed a $2 million deal contract with Puma. Now, you want to know why she got this contract? Because her and him right here, when you look like them and you run decently fast. By the way, this guy's been getting stepped. Matthew Bolin's been getting stepped on too, but I don't really have a problem with Matthew Bolin. Not really. Because it was the fact that she got this contract when there's numerous runners faster than her, and that's what I'm finna get on today. Why did she get a contract when Sha'Carri Richardson did not get a contract like that, and she has been faster than her in every single event except for the 200? But the difference is that Sha'Carri was a one and done in college, and Abby Steiner finished college. So now she signed the deal, but she would have signed the deal when she went to Tokyo Olympics if it wasn't for a 5-year, $20 million contract with Nike. But that would make sense for somebody like Sha'Carri to do it because she's on Sprite commercials, Nike commercials, Beats commercials. She's on all these commercials. She's doing like Prada endorsements and stuff like that. And she's actually fast. She actually has won things. She has medals. She has goals to reconcile with that. Abby Steiner doesn't. But this is what, and y'all probably, I know I spelled that wrong. No, I did. Okay, so this is why Sha'Carri Richardson has not been talked about 3 years ago. This is what happened 3 years ago. So I did great actually at the Olympic trial 3 years ago. She won the Olympics. I mean, sorry, not the Olympic trials in the 100 meter, but was banned from competing in Tokyo after testing positive for THC, a chemical found in marijuana. Now, THC, for the most part, if you all don't know, THC is usually in the vape pen that you can buy in stores. I know I'm going off a beaten path, but I just wanted to show you all that THC is usually bought in these type of vape pens in certain states. She's a Texas resident. I'm not going to go into full detail about the rules and regulations of that. I just wanted to show a backstory as to why Sha'Carri wasn't given a deal, even though she was good and she has the fastest time in America, like in the world right now in the 100, as she did in 2021. But she didn't go to the Olympics because of the THC. But anyways, let's go back to Abby Steiner. This right here is Abby Steiner when she was in college. I'm sorry, in high school. And let's go to her when she... Here she goes. Let's see. Abby Steiner sprints, senior, 5'6". Her highlighted stats was 11:38 in 100 and 22:73 in the 200. Decent stats, but we've seen faster, and that's what I want to get at. We have seen faster from high schoolers. We've seen some high schoolers run 11 flat to 10:90, 95. But here's that. The 5'6" senior set a pair state records at the D1 state meet this past season, winning a 100-meter dash at a time of 11:38 seconds and capturing the 200-meter dash in 22:73, which ranked as the nation's number 2 performance among prep competitors in 2018 at the time of her selection, as well as number 6 in U.S. high school history. Steiner won 4 career state championships in the 200 and 3 in the 100. Now, I would just like to say something. What state was she in again? Just to make sure. Ohio. I don't know if Ohio has any fast runners, just gonna be honest. It doesn't sound like they have fast runners. But she played soccer as well, and decent. She had a good GPA, maintained a 3.86 GPA, and she went to Kentucky. So, as far as GPA goes, that's pretty good. Now, when she got to Kentucky, she played soccer. Here she goes right here. This is Abby Steiner. She was a freshman at the time. She went to go play soccer, and she did not stay playing soccer too long because as a track athlete, she had set numerous records and state records at the USA Marshals in a year removed from a torn ACL. She's injury prone, and that's the thing. I know for me, I have not caught an injury at all. That's the thing about certain people. You have people that can be good at certain sports and be injury free, like LeBron James. And you got some people like Abby Steiner who's always catching injuries every time, like Andre DeGrasse. I don't know why. Maybe she's just not taking care of her body. Maybe that's the reason why. But that should have been a red flag from the get go. If you're catching injuries in high school, that's already a red flag. But here it goes. Go somewhere else. I'm just going to show you all so we saw that she was winning multiple state championships in Ohio. So now this is a post from 2021. Abby Steiner was a 2-sport standout, but now is one of the world's best sprinters. So just want you all to say. Colleges started recruiting her to play soccer when she was only a high school freshman for a couple years later, and started to get offers in track because her times were so fast. I was basically picking colleges that were going to let me do both sports. At Kentucky Junior, Abby Steiner. A lot of schools did not have an issue with me doing both. I played soccer for 15 years, and the one I have done the longest, but my senior year of track, I was running very well. Steiner said, after my senior year, it built my confidence with track, and I saw my potential with it. I knew I would not regret doing track in college. And she did not do bad in college. I'll give her that. She did not do bad in college. And now I want to go to her times, because this is where I think I should give her some credit. Let's go to Abby Steiner. Let's go to World Athletics. And I'm going to go to where I started going good and then just went downhill. So let's go to results. Let's go to 2019. So if we look at her 60 meters, they weren't that good. Her 60s weren't that good. You're not going to win anything with these 60 meters. Just being honest. You're just not. But she went to the indoor championship. She came in 5th. 100 meters, you're not going to win anything with that. 11:32s, 11:61s. But her 200 at the time was also not too good. 23s, then 22s, then 23. She came in 4th in were the runners just slow back in 2019? She came in 4th with a 23 flat, which is odd to me. I feel like they got slow. Then 2020, we already know what happened in 2020, COVID. So she got cut short. She didn't really run any fast times. 23:06, no 22s, no 21s. 60s as well. They look like they got a little bit faster. She's now hitting 720s in the 60. Let's go to 2021. 2021, she's still hitting, 720s. In the 60s, she's hitting 720s a little bit more consistently, with her lowest being 721. And for the 200, she's in the 22, but then she's running 23:59, not really running too well. Again, she had caught injury. Here she goes right here, and she got back at it. She ran. Oh, I want to go to this too. She was also pretty good at 300, but then again, nobody runs at 300, and that's only an indoor thing. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people in college don't want to run the 300. If you all don't know, for the ones that don't run track, but her 200 meters outdoors was better than her indoors. As we can tell, she did a little bit better indoors versus outdoors for some reason. But it flip-flopped the next year. I'll show you all. This is 2021. She flip-flopped in 2022. And indoors, she ran 22s. So you can see she was in first place every time. She did better in 2021. And then in 2022, her 60s got even better. She was finally in the 719, 717. Then she hit some 720s again, and 712. Then 7. So she was getting better, because she was consistently getting better. In the indoor championships, she came in second in the 60. And this is when she started making headway, and when everybody was talking about her in 2022. Now she's running some decent times. Again, you're not going to win any Diamond League meets or any you're not going to go to Olympics with these type of times, or world championships, indoor championships with these type of times, but you'll definitely get noticed, especially in college. And she's Abby Steiner, so that's why she was noticed. Now in the 100, now she's finally running something I can respect. She's running some 10s. She ran 10s, 1, 2, 3. But again, this isn't why, these times aren't why she was given a contract or why she was famous, because we've seen multiple, and I mean even now, like Mackenzie Long, there's multiple people running these type of times. But I'm gonna let you all guess on why she's noticed much more. I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. And then the 200, she was still running fast times. I'll give her that. The 200 was pretty good. Look at this, 2180, 2177. I'll give her that this time. But I was like, and the problem was, it wasn't that the times were not good. The times were obviously good. It was the fact that the way I believe is, if you're gonna give somebody a pro contract, and you're gonna give somebody one of the biggest pro contracts that was making other pro athletes mad, you need to make sure that they can hold up to their name. And that's where the downfall of Abby Steiner comes into play. She did not hold up to her name. As you can see in 2022, when she was going to the athletic championships, she was running good. Then boom, went to Oregon, came in 5th, no medal. All right. So there was no excuse. People were giving her the excuse of, well, she's got back from college. She's got off college and her legs are tired. Well, now that we've seen somebody else do the same thing, we can go ahead and say cap on that, because we've seen multiple athletes go to the Olympics while running long college meets. So that's not an excuse at all, because Mackenzie Long here has also ran multiple college meets. So right here she got some 21s, and she is going to the Olympics. She came in 3rd with a 2191. So there's no excuses. And I said this 2 years ago. You can't give her an excuse. I also have to give everybody else an excuse, and people don't give everybody an excuse. So that's the problem with the world today. So she didn't make it. Now 2023, there was another excuse, and she got slower. Look at these hundreds. Look at these 200s, and I think she needs to. And this is what I'm finna get. I'm finna get to a very serious point. And if you're an Abby Steiner fan, don't lose brain cells over being a fan, because I'm finna prove something. Look at these 200s. She literally degressed. She didn't win again in the USA Championships, and she gave an excuse that she had a bone spur. Now, last time I checked, anybody with an injury should probably not be playing sports. That's why people, when they have injuries, they sit out for months. I'll respect you more if you know you're injured and you sit out for months than you being injured and running on the injury, being dumb and prolonging the injury. So as you can see, Abby Steiner is undergoing surgery after a heel injury. And the 23-year-old has been suffering from a bone spur in her left heel for the past 6 months and is stepping away. By the way, I'll finish reading though. Is suffering from a burn spur and has been in her left heel for the past 6 months and is stepping away for the remainder of the season to complete surgery. So first of all, this was made in July 15th. It was after the USA Championships, which ended July 9th. So this is very misleading. The post is very misleading, and I was just going to correct that. She didn't step away. It was after she got done running the whole season on a bone spur. She just stopped running because track and field season is over with anyways. So it's not that she's stepping away. Track and field season is over. She's not going to run in the fall unless she's a cross country runner. She's not a cross country runner. So whoever wrote this probably shouldn't be a reporter, just being honest. But yeah, if you all don't know what a bone spur is, and why would you run an injury? That's like the most idiotic thing in my life. I don't know why people do stuff like that. So what is a bone spur? A bone spur, also known as a estrophyte or exostosis, is a bony growth that forms on the surface of a bone. They are usually smooth and can form in the spine or around joints. Alright, so they cause damage to your bones, muscles, or tendons, often as a result of osteoarthritis. These smooth growths may cause any symptoms or may not cause any symptoms or need treatment. I just butchered all of that. But as we can see, she degressed, and then, sorry Mackenzie, gotta take you off. And then in 2024, so the excuse was, well, she had a bone spur. So now the excuse is she's doing therapy, what she's running again. There's no excuse. If Terrence Laird took off, then you take off. There's no excuse. And that's how I believe. If you're going to run, then you can't use the injury as an excuse to why you didn't do good. It's either you don't run or you do run. And if you do run, then you suck it up like a man and take it how it is. You didn't do good. So here goes her 100 meters, kind of getting back. She's running lower hundreds, but her 200s, again, not hitting those times like she did in college. And again, she did not go to the Olympics. So what am I saying? I'm basically saying she's been getting stepped on, rolled, and squished ever since she became a pro, and it's only her fault. Because if you're injured and you claim injury, and you don't run on the injury, and this is what you expect. You were given a big contract, and this is the same thing. This is even her. This is what happens when you get people that are injury prone big contracts. Let's look at him. The same as him, Lonzo Ball. This man hasn't touched the ball in 2 years. He hasn't. Y'all probably don't even know he's playing right now, but let's look at this contract. This man, look at his contract. He's earning all that money and hasn't been on the court for like 2 years. But that's what happens though. So again, that's really it. She did really good in high school, in Ohio at least I should say. She did good in Ohio. She did good in college, but after college she's been getting slid and stepped on, and I think it's time for her to either retire or just be a smart track and field athlete and just start running on an injury. And this year was no excuse. I see people in my comment section trying to make excuses for her, but you can't. You just can't make excuses for somebody who is running on an injury. That's called. I don't want to say what it's called, but just know that's not smart. You don't do stuff like that. So is Abby Steiner ever going to come back from being how she was her senior year in college? I don't think so. But I remember I made a video about how Abby Steiner dethroned Sha'Carri Richardson, and this now has been a complete opposite. Sha'Carri Richardson has dethroned Abby Steiner for the past 2 years, and I just want you all to know that I'm not going to take that back until I see some improvements from Abby Steiner, because right now Abby Steiner has been doing what I thought she was going to do, and that's not running good as a professional athlete. But if you all have a different opinion, which you can't really have a different opinion because Tom's show it what we all see. But if you all feel that she can get better, then y'all let me know why she can get better and tell me how she can get better, because I really want to hear some of your guys' opinions, and I would greatly appreciate that. With that being said, if you like the video and you all want me to analyze any other runners, let me know in the comment section below, and also make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all later. All right, peace.